All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back inside the Minneapolis Convention Center as we provide continuous coverage of the Northern Lights qualifier for 17 Black here. Northern Lights 17 Black taking on the 17-2 squad of M1, local club from Bloomington, just down the road here. And if you're just joining us, I'm Jim Welbrock alongside the 7-time All-American Mike Spoladoro, and we are thrilled to bring you Northern Lights volleyball. Mike, welcome back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We have Burnsville with the black numbers, Bloomington with the blue numbers. It's a South Metro Minnesota matchup in the AB match here on day one of the Northern Lights qualifier.
The Blaze and the Jaguars, for those of you that follow those high school teams. Of course, on these teams, we have a mix of players from many different schools. We'll kind of go through some of those and some of the connections that you might be familiar with as we roll along here. We'll try to get most of the names right. We've been working on those all day here. We're, of course, not as familiar with this 17 Black team as our own daughters' teams in the past here, but we're trying to pick them up as we go, and we'll try to pick up some of the M1 names as well.
I would say, Jim, for what we do, the price is right.
It is. The price is right. Hopefully you're enjoying the coverage. Beautiful spring-like weather. Spring a couple of days away here in Minnesota, but it appears that we have broken winter's spell, and we are happy about that, as Samantha Ball will be taking the serve over to the left of our broadcast position here, waiting for the signal to go, and she has received that, and the right-hander puts the ball into play here, picked up by Allison Wu on the other side for M1. Quick set there and a fast point for M1.
Right away, Jim, we see M1 running an up-tempo offense. They call that an A, where you set the middle hitter quickly away from the setter. Not anything that Northern Lights has seen so far today, Jim. It'll be interesting to watch.
Wu to the service stripe and puts one deep here in the 5 for another point. Quick 2-0 lead here for M1.
M1 coming out hot and heavy here in the third match of the day. Again, top two teams in the pool.
Allison Wu continues here, picked up there by Crimmins. The back set. Nicely done there for Keely Campuzano.
Big time swing out of the big left-hander. Campuzano gets up high, turns line right into the libero. That's Chloe Solheide, but she can't come up with it. Point, Lights.
Lights libero Crimmins puts the ball into play here. The back set over to the right side. Pin attack up off of the block. Another point for M1.
You can see here early, Jim, this is going to be a power match.
Yes, it is.
Good front row play on both sides of the net right now.
Libero Solheide, number 19 in the blue jersey, puts the ball into play. The right-hander picked up there by Harvey. Quickly back to Larson. That finds the floor.
Middle attack working for Northern Lights. I think we'll see that early and often if I know a Nate Lair's team.
Going to bring Sydney Carlson to the service stripe. Right-hander to our right. Checks her hand. Up, ball's in play. Picked up by Wu here for M1. Pushed over all the way to the left pin. Squeaks through the block. Point M1.
M1 winning the battle up the net right now. Strong play, pushing that one right through the block.
Olivia Opstad at the line here for M1. Puts the ball into play. Crimmins is there to pick it up, but the air fell out of that one. Unable to bring that up.
Olivia Opstad, literally a Bloomington Jefferson product, playing for M1.
She continues at the line here. That one caught by the tape. Well, we'll come back over to the Northern Lights side as we have a substitution here. Clara Malika coming into the match. Kaya Harvey taking a seat. Malika looks over for direction on where to place the serve. Right-hander sends it over, picked up by the libero. Solheide in the back row, back set over to the right pin, up off the block there. Picked up here by Carlson. Crimmins is there. Nice hard swing there from Brown. Play continues, though. Wu sends this over quickly into the middle. There's Larson, and we like that fast offense.
That was a really nice play there. Larson terminating as she is wont to do, but I will tell you, Jim, what I noticed there, M1 had a really good block up. They were just apart. If they close that block, it could be trouble down the road.
Malika continues at the line. That one drops quickly and results in an ace. I guess technically maybe not an ace. I don't know. There were 1 or 2 contacts there. But
give the one touch.
We're going to give her the ace on that.
We haven't formalized our renewal contract with Dan Stein alligator removal. So.
I did see a Facebook like from him this morning for our channel, so hoping to hear from Dan Stein. Maybe he's tuned into the match here. Left pin attack there, but it goes too far to the left outside of the antenna. It's going to keep Malika at the line here, the Faribault product.
Gives Northern Lights the lead here, 6-5, first lead of the set.
Solheim picks this up over. There's Malika to pick it up. Back set to Brown, and that is way up high off the back wall here at the convention center, result in Northern Lights.
Really nice play there by Clara Brown, Jim. She went up high, approaching the ball really strong, like she was going to go across court. Last second, turned her shoulders to push down the line. Big time play by Clara Brown.
Malika, good serve there, right down the line. M1 brings it back over, though, and this one's going to be swatted over by Ball, and it's long.
Long and I think outside the antenna. That play just kind of fell apart for Northern Lights there. Good scramble, but couldn't get the third contact over.
Grace Tuttle at the line here for M1. Right-hander puts it over. Oh, good serve there, and a great pickup by Malika. Quickly in the middle again. That's Larson, and that's another point for Northern Lights.
Excellent serve receive by Malika, and nice play up front between Carlson and Larson.
Larson earns her way to the service stripe. Right-hander, Northfield product, sends it over. Good serve. Solheim's there to pick it up, but it's overpass on one. Swung over here by Ball. Play continues. Malika with the bump set. Ball sends it over. Some tipping and bumping here. We're going to get their offense set back up again. Free ball over by Malika. M1 sets up a left pin. Wu's there with the attack. Larson, a nice pickup here. Carlson over to Malika. Swings it over. Back set. Right pin attack. Long rally here. Wu is there. Into the middle. Picked up nicely by Carlson. Over to Brown. Roll shot. Over. Finds the floor.
Brown hits the campfire with that roll shot, Jim. I was just thinking that entire point, that was a great intense point that Lights was going to regret. They had a couple over balls right back to them, but good thing that they finished strongly and took that point.
Larson at the service stripe here. Wu with a nice swing right down the line, but just wide.
She did have the line open. It was a nice choice to go down the line. Missed it by half tile to the outside.
Larson continues at the service stripe here. That one comes up just short. I want to mention that she is a sister of Linnea Larson, who played for Nate on 16 Red in 2017.
Also a 6-row player by the name of Lindsay Spolidoro on that team.
Crimmins here with a nice pickup quickly over to Julia Gordon. Picked up on the M1 side, left pin attack for Wu. Nice swing there for Wu. Keeps M1 right on the heels of Northern Lights here, as Gilmore is at the service stripe for M1. Gordon sends this over. M1 sets up here. Wu is going to punch this over from the left side. Ball is there quickly in the on-2 attempt, and that one does not get over.
Carlson trying to change things up there a little bit. Not a bad decision. That pesky net just got in the way.
David Gilmore continues at the line. Apple Valley High School. Picked up here by Crimmins. And the one-timer from Wu on the other side. No answer for that.
Yeah, you see Carlson go up in the air. She really can't do anything above the net as a back row player. So she went up to try to bring it back, but had to tuck her arms back down. Any contact above the net would have been an overball.
And the serve wide to our right here. We'll bring it back over to Lights as Carrick comes into the match.
Important point there for the Lights. You know, M1 clawed back the lead to tie things up to get back on top 11-10. Good for the mental health of the club.
Campuzano also in the match here. Right pin attack for M1. Right headed right at the broadcast booth there. You probably heard me raise my voice a little bit. We're always a little bit cognizant of getting absolutely blasted by one of these hard attacks, but we did not manage any damage on that one. Carrick with the serve here. Left pin. Wu is there and takes a little bit off of that one, but picked up nicely. Malika's there.
I think they're ruling that it hit the floor.
Right, on the floor. Looked like that could have gone either way, but point M1.
Back to the defensive reaction there, Jim, with that ball coming. Truth be told, we have drawn blood on an errant ball entering our location.
Yeah, we've had our fair share of those issues. Left-hander at the line here for didn't get her name. We'll get that on the next one for you here. Picked up by the libero for M1. Some back and forth here. A lot of balls ping-ponging off of players, and the result is a point for Northern Lights. It's going to bring Samantha Ball, Nova Classical Academy product, to the line. Right-hander looks over forward direction on the serve, puts it into play. Picked up there by Solheide. Over to the right pin. Wu is there. Nice swing and a great pickup there by Ball. Swung over by Kaya Harvey. Solheide is there with the pickup. Punched over. Opportunity here for Lights to set up their offense, and the block sends that one back.
Boy, I really like the look of that play, Jim. Kaya Harvey in perfect position to absolutely hammer that ball, and she did. Unfortunately, two M1 players on the other side of the net ready for her. We talk about power versus precision. We might need to see a little more precision to keep them off balance.
Oh, Wu with a tough serve. That one comes right into the broadcast position here, but no damage done on that. Tough serve there for Wu. That was just a little bit long. Crimmins, no time wasted. Puts the ball into play. Picked up here on the M1 side, going with the right pin attack. Swung over. Ball's high in the air here at the convention center, and over headed towards court 55. It was intercepted. It's still running. Now we're going to bring that back.
Pace of play here in this set, Jim, incredible. I actually thought that previous serve by Wu was touched, and it was going to be M1's ball. I look up, and Eleanor Crimmins is serving. So here we go. This is fast-paced. 13-14 now. M1 serving into Northern Lights.
Solheide, the libero, putting the ball into play here. Picked up by Harvey. Back set. Over to the left-hander, Campuzano. What a swing there. A heavy arm.
Yeah, Campuzano comes down hard on that ball, but I will say the dig was there out of M1. It wasn't a perfect dig, couldn't get a second touch on it, but this M1 club showing some pretty good talent. Best talent we've seen so far today.
Yes, it is. Carlson with the serve. Quick, kind of almost looked like a lift there, and I do think that one was out. It's called as such, I think. Now there's some disagreement.
Got some debate here.
From my vantage point, that was out unless it was touched.
Yeah, the R1 ruled in favor of M1. I think you could have either called a lift. Okay, she is calling the ball out. So I think the R1 just made an assumption, didn't actually see the ball, and then once the call was made, all good. 16-13, Lights on top.
Sydney Carlson continues at the service straight, puts the ball in play, picked up here by M1. The one-timer twice in a row by Annalise Larson. I've got Linnea Larson in my mind now.
Annalise Larson says thank you first time, and then says thank you again for the kill.
Carlson continues. You're right about the pace of play. Absolutely no time wasted here by either one of these clubs. Carlson looking for deep five there, unable to find it. A little bit long. It's going to bring Opstad to the line. Right-hander puts it over. Picked up there by Harvey, and that one a little bit wide and over the net. So back to Opstad to continue at the service straight for M1. Ball picked up again by Harvey. Same spot over there. They've got her number right at the moment.
Harvey, a solid serve receive. We saw all day long she's been solid. Struggling a couple here, so we get a service receive rotation.
Yeah, make a little bit of an adjustment here. Ball goes to the other side. Larson there to tip this one over. Some trouble. That looked like it came up under the net, perhaps. It's Point Northern Lights.
Indeed it did.
Oh, now we're getting something else.
Looks like someone was in the net or under the net.
Yeah, he's pointing. I wonder if it's an under.
22.
Opstead was ready to unload back there on the serve already. Waiting for a judgment here.
I think there are one saying, look, coach, drop it. Let's move on.
Yeah, we're going to have another conference here.
I don't know if they called back row attack or if they called into the net, under the net. I don't know. Yep, R1 says, quit wasting my time. Let's move on. 17-17 the score.
Opstead continues with the line here. Crimmins picks this one up. Back set there by Carrick. Oh, another heavy arm from Kaya Harvey.
Kaya Harvey says, no question about this one. It is time for me to rotate out. Thank you very much. You saw the signal. Northern Lights has 3 rotations left.
Clara Malika comes into the match for Harvey. Oh, another fast offense here. That also could have been a lift or a throw, if you want to call it that. Samantha Ball with a big swing, but picked up nicely there by the M1 defense. Wu is there to bring this up. Crimmins intercepts that nicely, quickly into Larson, but it comes right back. Bump set over to Ball, looking for the corner there. 1-2, gonna bring this one back, not quite.
Good scramble by M1, not letting anything hit the floor easily. Nice shot there by Samantha Ball to spin the ball down the line. Timeout called, M1. Your score, 19-17. Later stages of set number 1. Fast-paced action. Lots going on. Take this opportunity to let everyone know that this production brought to you by the Easy Reels application. Sam McKay and team put this application together, support it well, and it's the foundation for what we do here. That's the video brains, the audio brains, brought to you by none other than the all-universe Jim Welbrock, standing to my right.
All right, and standing to our left is Clara Malika, which gets one to roll off the top of the tape. The team excited about that one. And that most certainly is a service ace for Malika, who is a tuba player in her high school band. Left pin attack here, and that is Quinn Parrish, Northfield product.
Nice attack there, Jim. Went up high. I actually thought she was turning to go line. I think just with the twist of the hand, ended up going cross court to the open court.
Yeah, very nice attack there. M1 puts the ball into play here. Malika's there to pick it up. Larson again. Oh, quickie on too. M1 not fooled by that. Over to Wu again. Punches it over, but it flies just a little bit too long right in front of our position here.
Over and long. Always some risk there of a light touch at the net. Didn't see one there, but you always get a little bit nervous when that floater comes over.
Brings Annalise Larson to the line. Right-hander puts it over. Solheide there to pick it up. And trying a roll shot there. Covers her mouth, not happy with the play that resulted for Gilmore on the M1 side.
2 in a row for Larson. Gets us to 22.
Picked up by M1 here. They're going to go left pin here. Wu is there again. Rattles off the block, but picked up nicely. And out of the back row is Larson. Punched back over. Larson's there to pick this one up all the way over to the left pin. Ball is there. Takes a big swing at it. Block is there. Sends it back. M1's going to set up. Back set over to the right pin. And that is Parrish. Block gets a hand on it, but it goes out.
Yeah, again, good hard offense out of both clubs here. We see Allison Wu hitting the ball in all 6 spots around the floor. Good defense out of Annalise Larson in the back row after serving. And I would say Carlson's doing a great job mixing up the attackers. So all around good performance out of your Lights club. Fun volleyball to watch.
Ball comes rolling into the court, causes a reset, but Gilmore puts it in play here now. Ball with the left pin attack, and hey, Julia Gordon, no doubt on that one.
Julia Gordon says thank you very much for the overpass. We'll just put this one right away. Deep one.
It's going to bring Maya Carrick to the line. Half of the Minnetonka connection here on this squad. Picked up by Solheim, but the air drop out of that one too, and unable to get it up and over the net.
Ace serve brings us to set point number 1. Carrick on the hook.
Oh, and that one was moving. Solheim gets a hand on it, but they're scrambling to bring this over. And it just does, and kind of handcuffs Gordon, but she manages to get it back over. Ball, free balls this over. They send it back to the open spot here, back in the 1.
M1 is not afraid if they see a hole in the court to come back on 1. Not real traditional volleyball, but they are not afraid to quickly attack.
I have heard that called an unconventional attack before, but hey, it works. They got a point out of it, so it's hard to argue with it. Ball here picks this one up. Oh, big high set over to the left pin. The left-hander, Campuzano, is long, and it's going to take serve over to M1. Left-handed server, and I'm not able to see the number there. Carrick the back set here, swung over by Ball, and Solheim, they're not able to bring that one back, and that is a set 1 victory for your Northern Lights, 17 black. Set
1 in the books for Northern Lights. A good continuation of earlier matches. And maybe between sets here, Jim, we'll take a little break, refresh our vocal cords, and let our listeners enjoy some music from our musical sponsor.